to Comedy Sports at Home. Live from our living room to yours, here is your referee for this evening, Lisa Little.
Hello and welcome to Comedy Sports at Home edition. Hi, loyal fans. It's really great that you are out here supporting us. We are super excited to be in your living room doing a private match for just you. So a little bit about how Zoom works before we get started. There is a chat button at the bottom of your screen. If you're on a PC or if you're on a smart television, there should be a way for you to click that chat. Now, it will either open up a chat on this side or this side or a little box somewhere. That is how you're going to communicate to us so that we can get our suggestions for our scenes and make them ups. Now, what I need you to do is there is a toggle. A toggle is just like a switch. So where it says to, you'll see to all participants or attendees. I need you to switch that to all participants and attendees. This is super important so that not only the panelists or participants, which is our players, can see what the wonderful things you are saying is, but also the other people who are playing at home and watching can also participate. And then we all know what the suggestion is and where it came from, and you know we're just making it up. Great. So what is Comedy Sports? Some of you may have never been to our theater and seen us in person. So Comedy Sports is competitive head-to-head improv. That's right, you will see a red team versus a blue team, making things up purely off of your suggestions. And then you will get the opportunity to vote on which team you want to be victorious. Now, we are a sport, mind you. We're not comedy about sports, but we are the official sport of comedy. So what does that mean? That means that I wear the stripes. I am the referee. I have the final say, just like a mom. Our players will be wearing jerseys. We have an announcer who will be also interjecting from time to time, and I will keep the time. I will rotate, and we have fouls. Yes, the most important thing is we have fouls. So let's go over those real quick. So here at Comedy Sports, we are for everyone. Hey, loyal fans at home, go ahead and on the count of three, when I get to three, tell me who we're for. 1, 2, 3, everyone. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, people are already using the chat. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what that means is that we won't use crude content or humor. We won't do anything lewd. We won't do any curse words. We're not gonna like rely on that low-hanging fruit for our humor. So we have what's called the brown bag foul, okay? So at Comedy Sports, we have motions and signals, just like, you know, in the sports that you see on TV. And we have a motion that goes with that. So on the count of 3, pretend like you're picking up a top hat off of your closet shelf that's really high, and you're putting it over your head. On the count of 3, do that and say brown bag foul with me. 1, 2, 3. Brown bag foul. Now, you can see me do that, but I can't see you do that. So if somebody says something that you don't like, that is just inappropriate, go ahead and throw it into that chat bubble, and we will shame them publicly for you. Don't worry, we've got a shaming system for our players. Now, what this means is that your chat needs to be clean. Okay, when we are in the theater in person, we can put a bag on your head as our loyal fans and shame you publicly. But because it takes a little bit more time to process up here and to go all through our fingers to get to that chat and write that thing, we can't censor you, but we can kick you out. I know that's really heavy. So please don't put something in that chat that you don't want to explain to your kids, or you don't want your kids explaining to you, or that might make your grandmother blush. Maybe not your grandmother. Yeah, I see you out there. All right. So that is the brown bag foul. Keep that in mind. It also comes with loss of points to penalize our players. The other foul that I will call consistently, because there are a lot of rotational fouls and things like that that are game specific. But the other foul that I will call each and every time, I actually need a lot of help from you guys, okay? It's called the groaner foul. So this also has a motion. Let's do that first and then I'll explain it. So you take your hands and you can hold them in front of you like a zombie or Frankenstein, or you can T-Rex arms them, or you can go big, right? If you are at home and socially isolating with no neighbors next to you, man, spread out, okay? All right, so on the count of 3, we're gonna take our airplane arms, T-Rex arms, zombie arms, and we're gonna do this motion in towards our neck as to imply groan. And we're gonna say groaner foul on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, groaner foul. Awesome, I love it. So you guys are already flooding the chat with groaner. If everybody will do that real quick and groan into that chat, because that's how we can tell whether that is like a punny joke or like on the nose. So a groaner foul is when somebody says something a little bit more punny than funny, okay? We here at Comedy Sports, we're doing our best, but occasionally we pull out those dad jokes, and so we have to punish for them. Hey, Mr. Voice, would you come back to the screen?
Yeah, I will.
So I think our loyal fans would benefit from an example of a groaner foul. And loyal fans, once he delivers this and you feel that groan, throw it in that chat so I can see it. All right?
Hey, Ref Lisa. Do you know when a regular joke becomes a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
Groan. Come on, flood that. Now, even if you do something like, right? Like something in a boo, I'm seeing a boo, good job. I will accept all of those. What we will do is we will let the gameplay continue. We won't shame them in the moment, but afterwards they will come to the box, which is where I'm at right now, and they will have to apologize to you guys, our loyal fans, tonight's loyal fans. And we have polls that we're gonna throw up so you can vote on whether they keep or lose 1, 2, however many points that we deem appropriate for that groaner. Awesome. So we've gone over all of how to use the stuff. If you have any questions at any time, please feel free to put them into the chat. Like if a function's not working, we do have a moderator. He's really wonderful. He's one of our players. His name's Eric. And he is not only looking for brown bag fouls, but he is looking to support everybody because thank you during this weird time where we can't be together. We have to be separate, but we all can have each other's backs. Yes. Okay. So tonight we will be looking for things like suggestion of the night. So keep that in mind when you throw your suggestions out there. We'll tell you more about that in a minute. But first, let's throw it back to Mr. Voice so that he can get all of our players to the virtual playing field. I will be right back.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, loyal fans, let's put your hands together for our red team, the Isolation Nation. All right, up first, we have wearing number 1, Bailey Air Guitar Solo. All right, up next, wearing number 21, a fancy bottle of Cristal Hernandez. And your captain for the Isolation Nation, wearing a number that looks like the scar on Harry Potter's forehead, is Morgan. Where there's a Williams, there's a way. All right, playing against the red team, we've got our blue team, the Quarantine. Up first, number 25, Caesar Poseidon Romero. Wearing number L17, Dave Van Kirk du Soleil. And your captain of the Quarantine, it's number 42, Jason Man-Dad Boyson. All right, here she comes one more time. Your referee for this evening, Lisa Little.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you until right now. All right, go ahead and in the comfort of your own home and hopefully your pajamas, give me a big round of applause because I need both of my captains to the playing field. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Captain Jason, Captain Morgan, welcome.
Thanks.
So, for this version of a virtual coin toss, because I don't have any money near me, I only cleaned up this one wall in my house. I'm going to get you guys to the count of 5 to come back to this chat or this Zoom and have something that resembles the shape of, hey, loyal fans out there, will you put in the chat like a famous monument? It can be anywhere in the world, or like a something to visit. And the first one that I see, I'm going to use for inspiration for this coin toss. Ooh, oh my gosh. I am seeing the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, Jason, you can try to win.
See, the Taj Mahal, it's actually a fence on an ocean.
Okay, all right, nice try. Hey, Morgan, what's your winning Taj Mahal you got there?
This is Jensen, and he is not, he's not a big fan of the limelight, but he is elegant and gorgeous, and he's never been replicated before or since, much like the Taj Mahal.
I am so sorry, Jason. You didn't grab a beautiful living creature.
Okay.
So Morgan wins that coin toss. Therefore, she will get to initiate and be the yay in our next round. And I challenge you guys to yay, boo. All right, loyal fans, this is the game of yay, boo. It's our opening head-to-head round. And what I need from you is suggestions of objects that you can throw into that chat. Do that right now. Morgan's going to be the positive outlook on this story, and Jason's going to be the negative. They're going to tell the story from the same point of view. Now, if somebody says something that is positive when they should be saying negative or vice versa, I will rotate them. If they repeat something, I will rotate them. If it makes no sense, that's right, I will rotate them. And also, if I just get tired of looking at one of their faces, I'm gonna rotate them. Fantastic. I see a coconut. Coconut is the suggestion that I'm gonna pull for this opening round of yay, boo. Mr. Voice, please keep a tally. Give a point to the blue team when the red team rotates and vice versa. Players, coconut is your suggestion. Go.
My boyfriend took me to a tropical island for my birthday. Yay!
Unfortunately, after he took me there, he left me there. Boo!
Fortunately, there were a lot of tan men on that island, and I wasn't lonely for long. Yay!
Unfortunately, those tan men were all 80 years old and hairy. Boo!
Fortunately, they're not going to be around for much longer, and I've made several friends on this vacation, so things are...
All right, Morgan, I'm sorry, but that is too soon to talk about mortality because it's a weird time. Hey, loyal fans out there, when I show up on that screen, we're going to clap, clap, rotate our player away. So Morgan, will do it with me now. Clap, clap, rotate. Fantastic. Keep throwing suggestions up in that chat. I'm loving the yays and boos. I see egg-shaped chapstick, which is like the EOS. So this time, Jason, you will be positive, and Crystal, you will be negative. Chapstick that's shaped like an egg, and go.
Barry was so smart, he found out how to turn egg into chapstick and smeared it on his lips and saved all kinds of money with egg chapstick. Yay!
Unfortunately, he was allergic to the chapstick and broke out in hives and had to go to the dermatologist. Boo!
Fortunately, because he was covered in hives, he learned how to behave. Yay!
Unfortunately.
rotate that. And Jason, please remember that you have a groan because you said bee and hive, and I saw that look on your face, sir.
I know what I did.
Jason will clap, clap, rotate. Welcome to the playing field, Dave. Your next suggestion is going to be horseshoes. This time, Crystal, you are positive. Dave, you are negative. Go.
I made first place in horseshoes today at school. Yay!
Unfortunately, my parents weren't there to see me win again. Boo.
Fortunately, all of the neighborhood kids saw, and my family, besides my parents, like my siblings and my cousins and my grandma and my grandpa, I feel so loved. Yay!
I'm sorry, Crystal. I really miss all of my family, and that is just a too soon foul. Crystal will do it with me. Clap, clap, rotate. Fantastic. Pressure washer is the suggestion for this next round. Dave, you will be positive. Bailey, you will be negative. And go.
I finally purchased that pressure washer I've been meaning to, and now it doesn't look like I live underneath a pigeon farm. Yay!
Unfortunately, the pigeons are an invasive species, and when they saw that their conquered territory had been washed away, they swept in and they covered it all at once more. Boo!
Fortunately, I captured a lot of those
I'm gonna
pigeons.
go ahead and call that like a stagger. I don't know if it's on my connection or yours, Dave, but I saw just your face frozen for like a minute, and it was a minute too long. Dave will rotate. Fantastic. The next thing that I am seeing thrown up in this chat is keep going. Tap shoes. This time, Bailey, you will be yay. Caesar, you shall be boo.
My new tap shoes can be heard from miles away, meaning I'm the most famous tap dancer in the state. Yay!
I am so sorry, Caesar. Your microphone was not on. That is a technical foul. They have those in other sports too. So, Alan, go ahead and also take away 1 point for the technical foul from the blue team. Let's bring Jason back to the field. Keep throwing those suggestions into the chat. Fantastic. What I see is hairbrush. Bailey, I'm going to let you stay with the yay, and Jason, you get to be the boo. Hairbrush is your suggestion. Go.
My sister has a hairbrush that when she puts it on her hair can change the color to anything she wants. Yay!
Unfortunately, my sister took the hairbrush, gave it to my good friend Dave, who doesn't have hair, and he set her car on fire. Boo!
Luckily, it is a very cold winter, and the car being on fire, I mean, she wasn't going to go anywhere anyway, but at least she's warm. Yay!
Unfortunately, she couldn't take the heat, so she got out of the car.
I don't know what that means, but that's time and a rotation for the blue. Mr. Voice, please share with us the score after that opening head-to-head round of yay, boo.
All right, that was back and forth. That technical foul really cost the blue team because now the score is 1-4. Your Isolation Nation on top.
All right, Jason, you have a groaner foul. So way to jump the gun and come out early. What's up? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I felt a lot of inner turmoil after the faux pas I made during this round. I said it's something about bees and hives, and I just miss comedy sports so much. And the groaner foul really reminds me of what it was like to do a match on stage in front of our loyal fans. And I just want to bring them in here with me and remind them that groaner fouls aren't just for me. They're for all of you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call that time. Loyal fans, please flood the chat with a yes or no. I already know how I feel. I'm a little sad. Overwhelming. Ooh, there's a lot. Should he keep the point? There's a poll that's being brought up. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, end poll. Overwhelming. Keep the points. And I'm also, Mr. Boyce, can you please give them back a point? I do understand where Jason is coming from. I miss our loyal fans. I miss our theater. I'm sorry, Morgan, but you're still in the lead. Cool.
All right, that puts our score 2-4. Isolation Nation still in front.
Awesome. Hey, let me hear a big round of applause at home as we get our Captain Red to the virtual field. Hello, Captain Morgan.
Hello. Hi.
What would you like to play for your team choice round in hopes of pulling further ahead of the blue team?
I have a few things to say to Captain Jason, but I will write them in a letters.
Letters
I'm
with
not-
me.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to write to him, but anyway.
Fantastic. Go ahead and assemble your team. All right, loyal fans, this is a debut of this game. We have created it especially for you guys in this match. CSZ San Antonio decided that we would like to play a virtual form of Mad Libs with you guys. So you're going to see a correspondence happen between our red team. And all I need right now is for you to flood the chat with suggestions for this first game that you're going to see. The first one that I see, I'm going to go ahead and take. Now, perfect. Now, tree is the suggestion that I see for the whole scene. Now, I also need for you guys to flood that chat with nouns. That's a person, place, or a thing. Flood that chat with nouns through the duration of this whole thing. You will see our red team join the field and correspond, and periodically they won't know what word they're looking for. That's right. You get to tell them what word they're looking for. And Mr. Voice is going to be that idea, imagination voice that we hear in our head when we're trying to find things. All right? Perfect. Tree is your suggestion, red team. In the game of letters with a Z.
My dearest Jeremiah, I'm writing you while you're on your bachelor weekend to tell you just how much I love you. In fact, today I took a walk to ease some of my loneliness and saw the tree on which we carved our initials. It made me feel like I was
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, just 27 flavors of goodness inside, all mixed up like a bag of the best stuff you've ever had. Oh, I do hope you're having fun with the boys this weekend and not running into too many
Dirty socks.
dirty socks, AKA single women. Smelly, gross, disgusting, and something you don't want to touch. Hopefully there's not too many of those, nor are there any
Diesel engine.
diesel engines, because we need to get rid of diesel engines, and I wouldn't want you running or driving too far off into the distance without me. Please, Jeremiah, do return and bring me a
Cheese whiz.
cheese whiz. Like ooey gooey cheesy love that you've been bottling up in a can all weekend. Love, Tiffany.
Dearest love bug. I had too much fun on my bachelor weekend. Too much fun. So much fun that the next day I felt very
Pizza.
pizza. But pizza the next day, you know, when it's kind of cold and it's not hot. That's how I felt the weekend of my bachelor party. And I don't know if I can do
Vacuum cleaner.
this relationship of a vacuum cleaner. It feels that you suck up my soul. My best man, DJ, said it best. He said that you make me seem like a
Rabbit foot.
rabbit foot. Rabbit feet are usually lucky, but he made it seem like it was not lucky at all. And then I ran into my high school girlfriend. Remember, she had a really big
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt figurine. And I really miss having someone to talk to about Star Wars. And you said that you could not watch Star Wars because they killed off very important players and it made you upset. So just to let you know, Love Bug, I feel very, very...
The Swedish Chef.
I feel like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. I don't understand the language, but I feel a lot of passion and it's not towards you anymore. Not forever yours, your bullfrog.
Tiffany, this is DJ. You know, your former fiance's former best man. It's been a while since we've corresponded with one another. However, there's something I must say. You are such... Goodness, what is she such?
Flaming Cheetos.
Such a flaming Cheeto, Tiffany. You get your mess everywhere. And Jeremiah has to clean it all up all the time. I'm over here trying to hold him, and I'm just getting your stupid Cheeto finger dust all over me. And so you just create a mess everywhere you go. All right? Listen, I don't understand why you wanted to even be in this relationship. You told him that he should just buy
A1 sauce.
A1 sauce. You know the man doesn't eat steak. You know he doesn't eat many meats, let alone the kind that need A1 sauce. Eventually, you are going to understand that you cannot just go around calling women dirty socks all the time, Tiffany. You must call them
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, a man of respect, dignity, hard work, courage, amazing looks, beautiful blue eyes.
Time! Fantastic job, Red Team. Now, keep that in your brains, loyal fans, because you will be voting in a poll on that in just a moment. But first, let me give get a big round of applause from our blue captain, Mr. Jason Boyce. Hello, hello.
Hey, oh, hey.
All right, so that was pretty epic and fantastic. What would you like to play for your team's choice round?
We would like to play Panel of Virtual Experts.
Ooh, going with the modern times, I see. Fantastic. Go ahead, assemble your team. I will explain to our loyal fans at home. Loyal fans at home, this is our panel of virtual experts. So Jason is a host of a show. Okay, it's a show, and I just need a suggestion thrown in the chat right now of what you think the show should be about topic-wise, right? Great. Now, I need 2 suggestions that I will pull from this topic-wise as inspiration for our players. So I am seeing Cleopatra. That means Caesar is inspired by Cleopatra, and Baby Yoda. Dave is inspired by Baby Yoda. Now, periodically throughout this whole televised virtual panel of experts, I need you loyal fans to flood that chat just like you did the last game. But this time, instead of just nouns, I need you to ask questions. Do you need advice on love? Do you need advice on child rearing? Do you need technical advice because we are in a digital age? Do you need to know how the Instagram works? Any question your heart desires, ask that chat and Jason will host the show. All right, Jason, let me see your panel of virtual experts.
Oh, hello, fans out in virtual land. It is I, Shabazz Vandelay, here to provide inner peace through answers to your questions that are burning inside of you that you just need resolved so that you too can have inner peace. I have two guests I've brought with you who need separation. They need to be kept apart from anyone so they can truly feel their own inner souls, so they can express it to you. So I've brought them in virtually. Please let me introduce my first guest.
Hi, Baz.
Hello.
I'm Bertie, and I'm your biggest fan. I just think you're the best. You're the most handsome. You're the most well-dressed. You're just got impeccable timing in everything you do. And I just really hoping we can be friends at the end of this.
Well, you know why you're here, Murray. Thank you for taking time. And let me introduce my next guest.
Hello, I'm a snake that lives in your garden. I'm a snake.
Ah, just snake.
It's pronounced snake.
Snake, excellent. A snake has very wise wisdom to share and impart with our fans. So, viewers, it is now time for you to please flood the chat with questions that are burning inside you that you just need answers to. All right, let me see. My first question I can see here is, one of our viewers has a problem. He's not sure how to tell if his car is a transformer or not. I'm going to go to you first, Murray. Do you have any innards that you'd like to share?
Sure. I mean, Transformers are scary because you can't trust them. They're one thing and then they're another. But not you, Vaz. You've always been my best friend and always will be. From the moment I first saw you on TV, I just knew you were destined to be in my life forever, and you'll never change like a Transformer.
That is very true. I will never change. I've changed already. I am now fully formed into my new self. I'm going to go to you, Sneck. Please answer this question.
Yes, so snakes change a lot, and I know a lot about changing. We take off our skin layer by layer, and so the way you would find out if there's a transformer around you is look for their shed skin. It could be flesh, it could be feathers, it could be a spare tire, but just look for the telltale signs of the sheddings.
Very good. Thank you, Sneck. So if your car falls apart randomly, it's probably a transformer. I saw a very important question. It's very much on the minds of many, many people, many, many dog owners. One of our viewers would like to know, are dog farts toxic to humans? Very, very important. I'm going to let Sneck, as you're part of the animal species as well, perhaps you know more about this.
Yes, dog farts are super toxic to snakes. We have really good sense of smell through our tongues, and so one little whiff could kill us. So instead, we hear a dog and we slither away, because that's how snakes do.
Ah, yes. That makes a lot of sense. Stay away from dogs. Murray, do you have a response as well?
Dog farts aren't toxic. That's silly. But you know what is toxic? Being ignored. When you're ignored, all the different chemicals can boil up in you and cause a chain reaction and cause you to do something that you're not quite, ready to do, but you're going to do anyway, despite what anybody says. So it's best never to ignore somebody. That's my answer about dog farts.
Ah, that's a very good point. I feel you. Yes, I have another question. I think this really right up your alley there, Sneck. What do you feel, or what do you do, or how should you feel about snakes that have arms?
They're posers. Snakes made sure we did not grow arms or legs back in the Cretaceous period. And anybody that says that they're still a snake with limbs, they are posers. They're very posers. And so if I see a snake with arms and legs, I go and hug them and squeeze them and squeeze them and squeeze them until their love is inside of me.
Very good. That sounds like really anybody could take that advice. Let's see if we have any more questions. Oh, I almost forgot about you, Murray. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't ignore me, guys. Don't ignore me.
Oh, of course not. Did I ask? I have another question. Oh no, I'm sorry, Murray.
And that is time. Looks like
Murray!
Short Murray. Sorry for that. Thank you, loyal fans, for tuning in for that. Now, do you remember earlier when I told you to keep that red game in your brain because you'd be voting on it? Now's the time that you're voting on it. So, Mr. Voice is going to put up a poll, and I need you to vote for which one that you want to get 5 points. Now, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Poll is closed. Oh my goodness. No. No. Oh my gosh, you guys. We have to share these results because they are unprecedented. We literally have a 50-50 split. Oh my gosh. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Because it's a 50-50 split. I did not see this happening. We did not prepare for this. We have a special guest viewing in the audience right now. We have a loyal fan named Anthony. And Anthony, today, he got a promotion. He's military and he got promoted. Anthony, I need you to decide who gets the 5 points. If it was red or blue, type red and blue. And also type congratulations to Anthony. That's a really big deal. He is a loyal fan. Him and his family come to a lot of our matches. We've known them for years. They give suggestions like hot dog water, which who doesn't love like random suggestions like that? So Mr. Voice or Eric, who is observing the chat, when you see Anthony, his last name is, it starts with an H. I don't know if that's okay to say. Who did he vote for?
I saw it. It looks like he voted for the red team. Congrats, Anthony. Thank you for sharing. That brings our score 2 points for the quarantine, 9 points for the isolation nation.
Anthony, awesome job. I'm going to give you an extra bonus point. 1 point to Anthony because you're going to use that at the end to also decide some of this outcome. Now, since we have a little bit of a deficit, I'm going to bring both of our captains to the field right now. That's me dabbing. It's not the best. You guys, so because there is such a degree of separation between what's happening right now, I'm going to challenge you guys for the first time ever in San Antonio history to a lightning round. Winner takes all, a single elimination, sudden death, right? We have 5 points on the line. and it's a sudden death match of Left Hand Larry. That means you don't get 2 options to get out. You only get 1. Do you accept?
Yes.
The blue team considers themselves challenged.
Fantastic. Assemble all of your players. I will call you back to the virtual field in just a moment. Ooh, we've never done this before, you guys. Normally in the game of Left Hand Larry, we ask for a bunch of categories from you. We're still gonna do that. So please flood that chat with things like cars. We'll just take that off because that's an example, right? They can go through one by one and say Ford, Pinto, Yaris, different things, right? As soon as they repeat something, they say something that isn't in that category, or I just get really tired of hearing the pitch of their voice, they are out of there. Normally we give them 2 options, but because we've got a little bit of a deficit, I'm just going to give them the 1. All right. It's all up to you guys because your suggestions matter. If this is good, it's on you. If this is bad, it's on you. Awesome. So let me get all of my players to the virtual field. So what you see right now is the predetermined order of what they will be going through, right? We're going to do an example round of the cars suggestion, even though I did it. We're going to go around one by one and let's see how it goes. Players, cars is your category for the example.
Corvette.
Studebaker.
Fiat.
Yugo.
Convertible.
Oh, Caesar, it's good we have an example round. You need to turn your microphone on. Fantastic. So that's how it goes. Now, I may start in the middle, but they have their numbers up in numerical order. They will always go in numerical order, but I might start on 3. I might start on 4, 5, 6, or 7. Well, not 7. We don't have a 7. So what I'm seeing right now is, okay, horror movies. Okay, horror movies is your suggestion. We're going to start with number 1. And remember, it's single elimination. Players, go.
Scream.
Pet Cemetery.
Nancy Drew.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
It Part 2.
Amityville.
Cujo.
My mom late at night whenever she needs to go get a snack.
All right, I am so sorry, but Crystal, your mom can't be that bad. Hey, loyal fans at home, do a clap, clap, reverse Fonzie over your shoulder, and let's kick. Crystal is out of there. Fantastic. Perfect. Players, your next category is going to be vegetables. Ooh, vegetables. This time, we're going to start with number 5. Vegetables, go.
Eggplant.
Carrot.
Broccoli. Oh, that wasn't my turn.
Ah.
Jason, I probably would not have even known because it went by so fast.
I got excited.
You know what? Just for like my own entertainment, can you put your brown bag thing up? Just because we're all like playing by the rules. I'm not going to take any points away, but I
make my own rules.
I want people to see what kind of shame we have. Perfect. So while we are getting Jason to pull up his virtual background and leave, I'm going to take the suggestion of cereal. All right, we will start with number 4. Number 4, types of cereal.
Kix.
Fruit Loops.
Lucky Charms are magically delicious.
Cocoa Puffs.
Nut and Honey.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Kicks.
Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, that was a repeat.
I am so sorry, Caesar. We already heard Kix. It was already a thing. That was a repeat. Right. So now what I'm seeing are types of meat. I'm going to do types of meat. Thank you. Caesar is out of here. Types of meat. we're going to start with Dave because you are the last man standing. Types of meat.
Breakfast sausage.
Dinner sausage.
I'm sorry, Bailey. The stutter doesn't go well, especially.
I was so overwhelmed by the suggestion.
Bailey is out of there. Fantastic. Okay. All right. What is the now? Okay, Jason, you can take your screen down. Now we have one thing left. Flood that chat with categories because we got to pick something good because it's their final chance. Ice cream flavors. I saw it. I won't apologize for it. We're starting with number 1. Ice cream flavors.
Vanilla.
Daiquiri ice.
Strawberry.
Vanilla bean.
Chocolate.
Old fashioned vanilla.
Oreo.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint.
Sorry for this. 5 points to the blue team. All right. Good job. Get out of there. Mr. Voice, what does that bring our score to?
Oh, that's changing things up a little bit because now it's 7-9. The Isolation Nation's still in the lead, but the Quarantine is making up some ground.
All right, you know what that means. Let me get a big round of applause at home for our captains. Let me say our captains to this virtual show. Dancing, it's awkward when you're by yourself. Am I right? Great. I am going to challenge you guys to the ref choice of challenge.
Sounds challenging.
You just said that.
Go assemble
What's the
your
challenge?
team.
I will.
All right. Loyal fans at home, this is the game of challenge. I am going to put exactly 5 minutes on the clock. You can do that too, but delay. All right, I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock and I will get a topic. So please start flooding the chat with a subject, just some jumping off point. Our players will be all experts in what we're talking about, in literally everything. They will start telling us about, ooh, I see Minecraft. We'll start with Minecraft. That's our suggestion. We will see them talk about Minecraft. Now, when there's a discrepancy in what they're saying, one of our players will say challenge, and then they will get the box, right? And they will get to tell you. As discrepancies come up, I will allow people to join or not join the box to tell you about their expertise. Now, at the end of 5 minutes, whoever is in that virtual box will win 5 points for their team. No questions asked. It's all on a timer. So start flooding that chat now. Minecraft is the suggestion. Awesome. Let me get all of my players to the virtual field. All right. Raise your hand if you think you know the most about Minecraft out of all of your Oh, Crystal. Crystal, you have the box and 5 minutes is on the clock. Ready?
Minecraft is a very popular game amongst the kiddos nowadays, and it's teaching them great skills of coding. And that's
Oh, Jason.
It's teaching them how to not go outside.
I will accept it because why not?
Anything involving being on a computer is bad for your outdoor health. You need to get off of computers and go outside and get
Challenge.
that. What?
Crystal.
It's dangerous outside. There's pollen out there.
It's true. I'm suffering. Crystal, talk about pollen.
So, if you live in Texas, especially anywhere near the hill country, it's a huge problem. I have to take my Claritin every day right now, and it is painful. So painful.
Jason.
If she's taking Claritin and it's painful, she's doing it wrong.
I agree. Go ahead.
if you're gonna take Claritin, if it's in pill form, get yourself a glass of water, swallow the pill, wash it down with water. It's gonna be a lot easier. Then the Claritin.
Challenge.
Oh, Bailey.
The easiest way to take a pill is to drink with milk because it will help protect the lining of your stomach.
Okay, milk it is. Go.
So listen, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. We've all been there. Maybe not you, but definitely me. I've been there eating an ice cream sandwich and then my tummy starts to sound like a coffee maker. But lactate is there to just help us out. We can all fight lactose.
Dave.
Yeah, this sounds like a commercial for Lactaid.
Yeah, I agree. We don't have sponsors.
I am taking kickbacks.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm totally against commercializing anything. I think we should be able to find products naturally, organically, through our friends and family who, when they go out to a farmer's market.
Challenge.
Morgan.
Do not find products through your friends. Find them with them. Don't go through.
Yeah, inclusivity. Go ahead, Morgan.
No, I just meant literally, like, don't penetrate through their body to find, don't do it. There's no reason to hurt your friends just for vegetables. Friends should be hugged or just elbow bumped if it's today.
Yes, Caesar.
Friends should not be hugged because they could get you sick.
Yeah, right now is not the time to be hugging. Caesar, go on that.
Also, you shouldn't hug anybody unless you have specific permission to say so. They could have any kind of diseases. They could have PTSD from being hugged by Barney the dinosaur, which is not fun. Speaking of that, did you know that the actor who plays Barney was a really buff African-American dude? Some of the co-hosts were really intimidated by him, so they made him do the
Challenge.
Crystal.
Co-hosts were intimidated by a friendly giant purple dragon.
I don't know enough to say otherwise, so I'm going to let Caesar continue.
Right. His physique was so great and so chiseled that they
Challenge.
Yes, Morgan.
That's an opinion. It was so great. Like, I find huge, overly muscly men gross.
Yes, please tell me more about that.
I mean, there's like a point when you're sure that they love only their muscles and they don't care about anything else. They don't even care about flavor in their food. All they do is just sit around and stare at themselves all day.
What?
They do care about the flavor of their food. If it tastes like dirt, they wouldn't eat it.
That's true.
I don't know if I believe that. I'm gonna let Morgan continue on her rant.
I know these people. All they do is eat broccoli and chicken and not with butter because that would be bad. Yeah, and they stare too much. And sometimes they don't work their calves, but sometimes they do.
Challenge.
And tastes are disgustingly.
What is it, Caesar?
They definitely stare too much if they have really good calves. So it can't be either or.
Pick a lane. I agree. Go ahead, Caesar.
Right. So doing stairs is it's one of the really solid form of developing your
Challenge.
What is it?
It's definitely solid, but it sucks, and elevators are better.
428. Go ahead.
Listen, elevators are accessible to everyone.
Oh, Jason.
Elevators are not necessarily better if the rope snaps and it plummets to the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Go ahead.
You are such a fatalist.
If you fall downstairs, you might be okay, but if you fall down an elevator shaft, forget about it.
Challenge.
Crystal.
That is why there's inspections, okay?
Yeah,
You
talk
have to
about
go-
inspections. 10 seconds.
So, yes, a long time ago, that used to be a problem, but not
Challenge.
anymore because there's inspections.
Challenge.
It is still a problem today. That's why they're continuing inspections.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's why they keep happening.
Challenge.
Morgan.
They don't always inspect. Some landlords are slumlords and they don't get their inspections.
That's false.
I
They-
don't know.
Stop.
I'm going to call that
You're off the stage.
That's a rejection. I couldn't validate if some landlords are slumlords. 5 points to the blue team. I am
Captain Morgan.
That game is a challenge.
Whoa.
All right. Good job, Morgan.
I can't leave. It won't let me leave. Sorry.
You stay up here. I'm going to give information really quick to all of our wonderful loyal fans because we have one more game and it will determine everything. But first, while I'm giving that information, hey, Anthony, can you please drop a line in there, and our voice is going to look out for it to see who you want to give your, I think I said one earlier, but a promotion is worth 2 points. So you get 2 points to give them to whoever you want, okay? Now, Jason, go away or I will take points away. Thank you so much for joining us. These virtual matches have been interesting because we talk to our computer like they are you, our loyal fans, and that makes things strange. We cannot wait to get back into our space, but until then, we will continue these virtual matches. In fact, we have a few notable matches coming up. Our next match is next week. It's on a Friday. I'll send an email about that, but it's versus Dallas. So if anybody would love to attend that match, please go and do a donation of your choice and come cheer us on. I don't want to lose to Dallas. They're already like Texas's hat because they're right at the top. Like, come on, join us, support us, cheer us on against Dallas. Also, we have a suggestion of the night. Eric, I believe he's our mystery player that's been monitoring the chat. He found a suggestion of the night, and he is going to tell Mr. Voice, if you are ready, please let us know what the suggestion of the evening is.
I will. This suggestion comes from our loyal fan, Christopher Galloway. It was egg-shaped chapstick.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so Christopher Galloway, will you please change your chat bubble over to only panelists and drop your email? And what we're going to do is we're going to email you a link to next week to our match versus Dallas, and you can cheer us on completely free. It's an obligation, and we need your vote. All right, fantastic. We also have a new game that we are debuting tonight for our last chance round. Okay, so we had a grounder foul. Jason showed what that was like. That grounder foul is left the virtual room, if you will, and the next round is going to be pun achievement. But first, Mr. Voice, did Anthony tell us who he would like to give his 2 points to?
He did, in fact, and he gave them both to the blue team. That surges the blue team out to a 14-9 lead.
Oh my gosh, in a straight, I'm sorry. Good job, Morgan, with that face. Fantastic. All right, well, our last chance game makes it anybody's game. Now, we have a predetermined order that I went ahead and just sent all of our players, and they will be delivering puns based on your suggestion. So please flood the chat with nouns, objects, that type of thing, so that we can get this game going. It is the game of door delivery, okay? Door cam, if you will. So some of us have those really cool door cameras where somebody can drop something off or press the Ring doorbell and their face shows up and we can see it. This is a play on that. So for example, if it was pencils and somebody came up, they might say something like, your order of pencils is here. You will hear my voice off the chat saying, go away or leave the package or whatever it will be. And they will say, look, I'm just shaving you some time by leaving pencils at your discretion. That was not a great example, but that's okay. It'll go something like that. Now, if it's a good groaner and we all groan, please flood that chat with the word groan or ooh or or JKLFMM inaudible. And I will blow my whistle. That means that that player gets a point for their team. Now, if I go, that means it doesn't count. You don't get a point for your team. Too bad, so sad. So the first thing I see is avocado. Avocado is your suggestion. Players in the game of door cam, go.
Ding dong.
Who's it?
Oh, it's your neighbor, Tiffany, I have some avocados I wanted to bring you.
Tiffany, I'm in the shower. Can you just leave them?
Look, you never answer your door anymore. I'm gonna peel.
Yeah,
I got a package of avocados for you.
just leave them at the door, please.
Oh, I will. I'm so green with envy about them.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, I'm here, but the baby's sleeping. Please go away.
I has a box of avocados for you.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh gosh. Hi.
Hey, yeah, I got these the avocados you asked for.
You can just leave them at the door.
Actually, I kind of need your signature. If I don't, I'm my boss. I'm gonna be toast.
Ah. All right, new suggestion. Oh, Bailey, you are in our burn box. That means you have to come back at the top of this suggestion. Bicycle, if you will. Bike or bicycle.
Hello?
Hi,
Oh,
I can see you.
what? I've got a delivery for a bicycle.
Yeah, just leave it at the door.
I need it. Listen, this is the end of my shift. I'm too tired.
All right.
Ding dong.
Hi, I'm upstairs. I can't come down, but I can see you.
Oh, hey. I have this bicycle for you. Can you please sign for it now?
I'm not gonna sign, but you can leave it at the door.
Come on. This is the last answer before I go on my break.
Nah. Hi, I can't hear you, but I can see you.
Psych. It's a little trick I play on people with these doorbell things. Anyway, hi. Yeah, UPS man, looks like somebody ordered a bike.
It was me. Can you leave it at my door?
Like I spoke to my supervisor and he said I couldn't. Spoke to my supervisor. Spoke to my supervisor.
That means, oh, Jason, you're in the burn box. Our next suggestion is squirrels. Squirrels.
Hello?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not opening the door for strangers.
I have a package, a delivery of squirrels for you.
You can leave it there.
I'm supposed to give it to you in person. You can't open the door?
No.
Oh, nuts.
Hey, it's your ma. I got a package of squirrels for you.
Nobody's home.
I hear you, Susie. I hear your voice. This is your mother. I got a package of squirrels.
It's not Susie.
Oh, nuts.
Hey, it's me again.
Okay. Hi.
Did you order the squirrels? No.
Yeah, I did. Could you just leave them?
Okay, so I just want to confirm. So this is 530 Tree Oakwood Lane.
All right, I'm seeing the suggestion of nacho cheese. So I will take anything having to do with nachos or cheese. Hi, yeah, I can see you.
Hey, this is your neighbor. I think you have my mail. I got some queso. I ordered some queso.
No, I
It's
don't
nacho
know.
cheese. It's my cheese.
Ding dong.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Fran. It's me.
Hey.
Ethel. Hey, by any chance, have you been getting my mail as well?
I haven't seen it.
I'm just tired of you being all up in my business.
Oh. Oh.
Ding dong.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, I have your nachos. I'm your Uber Eats driver.
Cool. I'd like to practice some distance. Could you just leave it on my doorstep?
This is supremely disappointing that I'm not going to get a tip.
Jeff, get out of here. We dated 10 years ago.
Supreme.
Get out of here, Jeff. You got your point. Now leave.
Excuse me, I'm selling nacho cheese door to door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want nothing.
Well, you should get some. It's on sale. Maybe you would buy some.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I can see you through the camera.
Oh, hey. I got your order of cheese. Nacho cheese.
Oh.
It's a Gouda.
Ah! And that is time. That's a point for the red team. Real quick, before we do the final point call out while we're still naive, Alan, can you please throw up that poll for fan favorite? Tonight's fan favorite is going to get 2 points for their team. Throw that poll up as soon as you can. There we go. Start voting. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna let it go like a half step longer because technical lag. Close that poll.
All right, loyal fans. The fans have spoken. It's really close. Everybody got a vote, and it was super duper close. But your fan favorite of the evening was Jason Boyson.
All right, and that is the conclusion of San Antonio's virtual match. All of my players come to the field. Thank you, loyal fans, for coming out. Mr. Voice is going to throw a donation button into the chat periodically. We hope to see you next week, Friday, for our virtual match versus Dallas. We want to cream them, and we need your help. And we have limited seats. We're only allowed to sell 40 tickets. Oh, congratulations, Anthony. We are so glad that you spent this promotion with us, and we're excited for your career. Fantastic. Have I stalled long enough for you to tally up all of the back and forths, Mr. Voice?
Oh, yes, you have. You have.
Oh, good drum roll, loyal fans.
Oh, yeah, let's get that virtual drum roll going here, loyal fans. All right, it was a super duper close match. We had a whole bunch of lead changes there, but in the end, there is only room for one winner. And tonight, by a score of 21-15, your winners are the Quarantine.
All right. Good job, Caesar. Good job. I forgot the short one's name.
Murray.
Good job, Jason. Morgan, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Bailey, it's okay. Come back. Say goodbye to your friends. Very good. Crystal, awesome. Awesome job.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. All right, loyal fans, thank you so much for tuning in. We can't wait to see you next week. Please feel free to leave anything in the chat, anything that you want us to see as players. We appreciate you. We will be back as soon as it is socially responsible and safe. And keep an eye on our website, czsa.com, or sign up for our newsletter. And we send out a newsletter right now during quarantine once a week with the next virtual match and like what that update looks like. Feel free to donate if you feel so inclined, or just, come back and tune in. We miss you. So thank you, everybody. Mr. Voice is going to put up some music. Feel free to flood that chat, and we will hopefully see you next week. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, loyal fans, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. On behalf of all of us, thank you. Let's have another round of applause in your homes for our players tonight. From your Isolation Nation, Bailey air guitar solo. From your Quarantine, Caesar Poseidon Romero. From your Isolation Nation, Crystal Hernandez. From the Quarantine, Dave Van Kirk du Soleil. Your captain of the Isolation Nation, Morgan Williams. And your winning captain this evening, Jason Mandan Boyson. All right, let's say goodbye to our referee for this evening, Lisa Little.